to you all televiewers. You're welcome to our 9:30 Prime Flash edition, only on My Media Prime Television. I am Nicole Takuh, and you're watching us live from Cameroon's economic capital, Douala. A road safety element warrant officer, whose name gotten as Bita, has died in an accident which occurred along the Maccabee Bridge in the far north region of the country. According to report, he was crushed to death by a heavy-duty truck transporting brewery products. Meanwhile, the circumstances surrounding the accident are unknown. And now we're taking you to Boya, where the governor of the Southwest region has called on parents in the regions who are still struggling to gather means to send their children to school, saying the time has come. Governor Okalai Bilai was speaking yesterday during a city tour to check back-to-school commencement in Boya. Our Southwest correspondent, Emanuela C., with details.
From private through public and mission schools, Governor Kalabilai moved with his team from class to class and from school to school, checking how the first day looks like in the city of Boya. A warm welcome from each school by the school administration and students. An exchange was made to see if these students were indeed happy to be back after the long holidays. Mr. Okalia was so happy to see that the students were present in their classrooms and their teachers on with lectures.
All of us, we can see that our sons and daughters, our children are there. They are joyful, they are happy to come back to school. The parents, the teachers, everybody is mobilized, and we want to congratulate all the stakeholders from the administrator of the school, the regional delegate of secondary education, all the staff, the principals who are mobilized to make this first day of the new academic year a successful day.
Noting that it was a challenge for children to be in school on a Monday years ago, today makes a difference.
They are there, you can see their joys. You can see their determination to continue. So we can say that the future is bright, and we should be proud of our children. We should thank the parents and all the entire community.
It is the first day of school in Boya, the city of...
In Kribi, students are being given the preference to travel over regular passengers at bus stations, all in a bid to enable them resume studies. In this report, Dolin Gonde found out that trips have doubled in the past 3 days because of the back-to-school rush. Get details in this report.
Schools have resumed in most parts of the country, but in Kribi, chief town of the Ocean Division of the South region of Cameroon, holiday makers are the majority of this crowd are travel agencies who are hoping to get back to their various destinations for studies. In just a few days, the number of trips have doubled as everyone is trying to get a ticket. Thus, the scramble is inevitable.
I paid my ticket since, but there is no bus, so that's why I enter here to waste time, so not such a waste they will come there to avoid.
Nonetheless, Zotui Askadiru, a transport agency manager, says this is what they've been up to in a bid to facilitate the transportation of goods, services, and especially students, who are their top priority now.
Nous sommes préparés effectivement pour entamer cette descente.
It is 1 day into school resumption, and yet holidaymakers are still trying to get back to their areas of residence to join peers for the 9-month ride.
The 2022-2023 academic year officially kick-started in Kambe Town, headquarters of Dongo Matong Division in the restive Northwest region, yesterday, Monday, September 5th, contrary to what obtained in the greater part of the region where ghost town was being observed. Most schools in Campbelltown resumed. The senior divisional officer and other administrations in Donga Matong visited some learning institutions like GBHS, GTHS, and Ritas College in Campbelltown. And now some students in Manfe, Manu division of the southwest region of the country, took to the streets over the weekend to stage a peaceful walk, demanding a hitch-free resumption of school. They marched together with the mayor of Manfe, Tabenchong Robertson, with placards carrying different messages. Get details in this report with Katrine Kongwe.
It was a chaotic atmosphere over the weekend in Manfe, the southwest region of Cameroon, as some students took to the street on a peaceful march for an effective and efficient school resumption in Manu. They complained that they are tired of going to school in fright and without uniforms. The students marched together with the mayor of Manfe, Tabenchong Robinson, with placards carrying messages like "Stop violence against school children," "Manu people, send your children to school."
Students themselves, they have come out to say it quite clear that they want to go to school with uniform because they know the abuses they have undergone because of putting on assorted dresses. You know, when a small child of 14 years putting on assorted dresses who looks like a mature woman, and by so doing, so many atrocities have taken place in Manu Division and the Southwest as a whole. So if they themselves have taken upon themselves to say that they want to go to school with uniform, what am I? Rather than saying that it is a wonderful thing.
The mayor as well called on all elites and well-wishers of Manu to support these students through any means for them to efficiently return to school.
That is the more reason I have taken them to the senior divisional officer for my division to tell him what the students are saying. And the elites are also galvanizing a lot of resources to see that they will support the students go back to school with a uniform.
It should be borne in mind that for over 6 years now, since the Anglophone crisis started in the northwest and southwest region of Cameroon, students have been going to school with assorted dresses. These students, who are not only from Manu Division, want a change this year as they march peacefully under tight security for a change.
We're taking you out of the country, where the Southern African country's health ministry has announced that over close to 700 children have lost their lives in the measles outbreak in Zimbabwe since April this year. According to the ministry, the latest figures are more than 4 times the number of deaths announced about 2 weeks ago. Also, 157 children, most of whom were unvaccinated due to their family religious beliefs, had succumbed to the disease. Dr. Johannes Mirisa, the president of the Medical and Dental Private Practitioners of Zimbabwe Association, told the Associated Press that the government should escalate an ongoing mass vaccination campaign and embark on awareness programs targeting especially anti-vaccine religious groups. And now in Kenya, the Supreme Court has validated the presidential election result of the votes held last August that saw Vice President William Ruto declared winner with 50.5%. Chief Justice and President of the Supreme Court, Lady Justice Takuh, delivered the verdict Monday afternoon by dismissing many of the petitions that alleged fraud in the technology used in the electoral process, while recognizing what is called a serious malaise in governance of the Electoral Commission. Although the central electoral process has been largely peaceful, there are still fears for any potential unrest. Thanks for staying with us to the end of this edition. Coming up next is the brief with Lasha Kingsley and Gladys Bobotongina. This edition was compiled and produced by Elvis Modika. Stay tuned, watching more programs on the African Eye. I have been Nicole Takuh. Bye-bye.